My understanding of Dingus Day has always been that it's a time when folks get together, celebrate a Polish holiday. I think it's associated somehow with the people that young ladies are after young men, and there's also dancing and celebrating and eating and accordions and polka and all kinds of things like that.
Yeah, my early experiences with Dingus Day, I had a friend, her uncle was a politician, and so he would rent a hall for Dingus Day to campaign, and so we would go to Dingus Day to campaign with him. So that's how I first started learning about Dingus Day.
Well, I moved to South Bend not quite 40 years ago, and I had heard about the tradition, and I knew it was associated with a lot of politicians and going out and eating special kinds of food, and typically in bar settings or political clubs. So that was the first time I'd ever really heard of Dingus Day. It wasn't long after I moved here that during a Dingus Day celebration there was a hit and run accident, and a young lady was killed by a drunk driver. And I just decided at that point that it probably wasn't going to be a holiday that I would be celebrating until this year. Well, because of the work I do, I always thought of it as a holiday that was associated with excessive drinking, and that often leads to people getting behind the wheel of a car, and it just seemed like a holiday that wasn't particularly safe, and not something that I was really interested in being a part of. And so when I learned about celebration of Dingus Day that wasn't going to have that as a part of it, the drinking, I thought it might be a fun way to actually see what Dingus was all about, because I think this event's going to be very much mirroring what happens on Dingus Day without the excessive drinking.
Oh, well, it was eat sausage and sauerkraut and drink beer and polka and just, dance and have fun. And the live music, the polka music, learning about the tradition, celebrating all of the traditions of Dingus Day in this community. It is fun.
Upper Room has done a lot for people who want to change their lives around, that deal with alcohol and drugs. And, they've changed a lot of people's lives. They do a lot for the community. It's a really good organization, and they need to be rectified a lot more because they do a lot for the city of South Bend.